It happened on an ordinary morning, the kind where nothing feels important enough to remember later. I was waiting in line at a small cafe near my apartment when a woman tapped my shoulder. She looked at me like she'd just found someone she'd been searching for. Before I could say anything, she smiled and said, "I don't know if you remember me, but I never got the chance to thank you." I didn't recognize her at all. I assumed she had the wrong person, but before I could correct her, she started talking. She told me about a night 2 years earlier when she'd been sitting alone on a bus stop bench, crying, convinced her life was over. She said a stranger sat next to her, listened without interrupting, and told her one simple thing: "This moment isn't your whole life." According to her, that sentence kept her from doing something she couldn't take back. My chest tightened as she spoke, because I knew with absolute certainty that I wasn't that person. I had never said those words to anyone. I had never stopped at a bus stop to comfort a stranger. I opened my mouth to explain, but she looked relieved in a way that stopped me. She wasn't thanking me for a conversation. She was thanking me for still being alive. She told me she'd gone back to school, repaired her relationship with her sister, and learned how to ask for help. She said, "You probably forgot about it, but I think about that night all the time." When she finished, she reached out, squeezed my hand, and walked away before I could say anything at all. I stood there holding my coffee, shaken. I felt like I had just been handed credit for a life-changing moment I didn't earn. At first, guilt washed over me. I should have corrected her. I should have chased her down. But as I replayed the moment, something else surfaced, a quiet sadness. I realized I had never been the kind of person she described, even though I admired him instantly. All day, I couldn't stop thinking about that stranger she met. Someone who noticed pain without being asked. Someone who sat still and listened. Someone who used words carefully, knowing they might matter more than he'd ever know. I wondered how many times I'd walk past people carrying that same kind of pain without noticing, too busy, too tired, too wrapped up in my own thoughts. That night, I sat with the discomfort. I couldn't undo the misunderstanding, but I could choose what to do with it. Being mistaken for someone kind didn't make me a liar. It showed me the kind of person I wanted to become. Not in a dramatic, heroic way. Just present, just attentive, just human. Since then, I've tried to slow down, to look people in the eye, to listen without rushing to respond. I don't assume my words don't matter anymore. Because somewhere out there, someone is still alive because of a sentence they heard at the right moment. And maybe one day, I'll actually earn the gratitude I was given too early. And I still think about this. If someone believed you were capable of changing a life, would you try to live up to that version of yourself?